Hi there! Back for another wonderful episode, episode 25.
Are we at 25?
Yep. Wow. And we were just talking before, because we're worried about our viewership, but
why worry about something that doesn't exist?
And it never really did, but no, we're this is our 25th, but we're views overall. We have like 1,600, almost 1,700, and I'm like, for 24 episodes, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
it ends up being 69 views per episode.
Really?
Yeah, but it's not that. Some episodes, like our first episode's over 200 views, and then like our Meat is Murder. That was like our that was the golden age. Yeah. But there, for some reason, some of those have a lot more views, and then anyway, so no comments or anything for the last two, except for there's one thing though. We got banned in a country. That's what I was looking up.
I did see that, but I forgot what it was. But somebody banned us because of the songs we were playing.
Because of content. Because they're so racist. No, that's this episode.
I don't think that
so
was it.
Offensive.
I think it was the music.
Saint Pierre. Yeah, I know it. And Miquelon. It's basically in the Bahamas. We're banned in the Bahamas. So guys,
no, that episode was banned.
Yeah, that wasn't this last episode. That was the one on Suede Head. We were banned. So we're banned in that country. So we're doing something right. Yeah. We're stirring things up.
I don't know what it was.
They're like, whoa, we cannot let these 14 views get out there. So anyway.
I did see that, and I thought, why the heck were we banned?
It was because of copyright stuff.
Oh, was it?
Like, okay, you can probably like put.
I thought it was the content of the songs we were playing.
Actually, I got it. I took a picture of the thing, the content. That's what I'm saying. We didn't even play Bengali platforms. It says your videos can't be played in these countries. But anyway, I don't know.
And I don't. Maybe they don't like Sundays.
I think it was copyright.
Maybe they just don't like Sundays. They're like, hey, they're talking about
every day's not like Sunday. There's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Maybe it was Alsatian cousin.
I don't even know what that means. Oh,
because of the content. Maybe they're like,
it's not. It's explicit.
They're talking about affairs that can't
taking
happen.
Taking somebody on the desk or whatever it was.
Maybe, I don't know.
You know what I noticed last time though?
What?
Like sometimes I'd be going to drink and then I wouldn't even drink.
Just a nervous thing.
Well, so anyway, it's been a couple weeks and we're still going through Morrissey, Viva Hate. We're 3 songs into it.
Yeah.
So this is song number 4. But
we can get Bengali, Angel, and Late Night Maudlin, and we've already done Suede Head and Hairdresser on Fire.
Yeah.
So we're doing.
Yeah, actually, because that's true. I mean, but Late Night Maudlin Street's so long.
Yes, it is, but we don't have to discuss the entire thing.
It's like a book.
Yeah.
But no, we don't. And we won't probably discuss the entire. Anyway,
maybe.
But okay, well, in Morrissey news or Smith's news, Johnny Marr's working on his new album.
Yep.
So, Morrissey's pissing people off.
Why?
People are just like we're going to talk about with Bengali, where people are just looking for things because he says things that aren't sensitive to everybody. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I just thought it was funny because and we'll discuss this when we get to Bona Drag, but the funny thing, and we might discuss this a little bit more in detail, But going along that, he gets so upset. He writes this one song called "Such a Little Thing Makes a Big Difference," and it was because of his song "Margaret on the Guillotine," which the British the British Secret Service didn't like, so they came and investigated him.
Yeah, they questioned him, and the funny thing is, at the end, the guy asked for an autograph.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't a big thing. Well, it's intimidation. Well, but they were like, "How could you write something like that?" It's like it's not even.
But the thing is Morrissey knows better. I mean, sometimes he's just trolling to troll.
Well, I know, but why?
It's like going to an airport and saying, "I sure hope nobody has a bomb on this plane." I mean, of course you're going to get pulled off to the side and say, "Sir, why did you even say that?"
Yeah, but I don't think that they were justified in that. Margaret on the guillotine. I mean, it's
not America. They don't have they don't have the true freedom of speech over there. I mean, they really don't.
You
could say pretty much anything you want, but once you start talking about the crown, the royal family, parliament, the prime minister, that's when you don't necessarily have freedom of expression.
That sucks.
Yeah, you know what? Funny thing. I found something out when I was looking at, just stupid rules and stupid laws of the world.
Oh, is this about... Go ahead.
In England, you can't even... And Morrissey has been guilty of this so many times.
Oh.
And so that's why he probably gets... That's probably why he gets visited so many times by the authorities. But in England, it's against the law to and I forget the exact verbiage, but basically to campaign and try to get people to get rid of the royal family. Not like the royal family like the Windsors, but like, we're done with royalty. We don't want royalty anymore. So we don't want the king.
It's like, they're not even like, and they're getting paid.
Yeah,
they're basically welfare recipients.
Yeah.
All the I would think.
Well, yes and no. I mean,
I'm saying
the royal family still owns all the land and all the seas and all the fishes and everything.
Well,
else.
I know, but you don't think the government's taxes aren't going to upkeep of Windsor Palace?
Of course they are.
So I'm saying they're big welfare recipients, and then but over here, women are obsessed with this Kate Middleton or whatever, with this royalty. I'm just like, what? This is stupid. I mean, I get, they're as bad as the Kardashians. Anyway, well, I mean, I'm just saying they're nothing.
Well, the thing is like in England,
but
the Queen.
Not that Kate Middleton's not a nice person.
No,
and they're probably all nice, but it's just like, why did they keep the monarchy? Like, the whole idea was this.
But you in England, you can't say you can't campaign to get rid of the monarchy.
That's
but
crazy.
The caveat to that is, when I was reading it, they said it's extraordinarily hard to ever prove that, so nobody's ever been convicted of that, but it's still a law.
Well, I'm saying, but to even call them a monarchy, they don't have any power.
I know.
So it's just like, how about you just start ignoring them? And that's what they need to do.
The other thing I found out.
They should pull their funding.
The Queen doesn't have a driver's license.
Why not?
Because all driver's licenses are issued in the name of the Queen. So she can't issue herself because it's her. Same thing goes for passports.
In the name of the Queen? That's stupid.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
I guess that's what happens whenever a country's been around for so long. They have all
She
these
doesn't have
rules.
a passport either. And when I read that, I was like, holy crap. I mean, I know that they go through different things than us, poor schlubs. And we have to go through customs. But it's like, if you don't have a passport, how are you getting in other countries? Because you have to have that to say, yes, I'm who I say I am. I mean, I guess everybody knows who the Queen
that's the thing is that even here, there's not the same rules for regular people that there is for political people.
Or for the extremely wealthy.
Yeah, it's like, I have to take off my shoes to get on the plane. Anyway, it's just like every time, but even like say Donald Trump, whenever he flew,
Yeah.
even before he was president,
Yeah.
he never had to go through that because he could go to a private plane,
Yeah.
and they don't do any of that checking. Anyway.
Well, it was just funny because, again, all passports are issued in the name of the Queen. So she can't issue herself a passport in her own name because she is her.
So if the Queen is dead, then nobody will have driver's licenses.
So anyway,
thank goodness she's alive.
Anyway,
it's just it's a silly old tradition.
Yeah. Oh, and all salmon.
That
All salmon in the the North Sea, or right off the coast of Northern Ireland or whatever, are all owned by the Queen.
That's like I buy these sardines, King Oscar.
Yeah.
And I think it's Poland, and they must be and it has this thing by royal decree, blah 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 blah. What is sardines?
Yeah.
So anyway, so yeah, I guess that's the thing. Yeah, the European countries, it's crazy, but we do crazy stuff here.
Yeah,
too.
we have crazy laws here.
Like we all have freaking guns. You know, and they're like, what? These people are nuts.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, but the Queen, anyway.
No, and there's crazy laws here too. Like,
what's the thing in England though, where they on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve you can't do? Oh gosh, I can't think of it. Oh well.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure, but
it's something to do with pudding. I don't know.
I don't know, but it was just weird when I was looking at it.
Yeah,
because like some of the things like you can't, and I was just looking at these weird laws around the world, and some of the countries.
You keep talking.
Some of the countries, it's like really, really strict of what you can and can't do, and so, like in some countries, it's illegal for you to say anything against any elected public official. Like you can't even.
How can you campaign against somebody?
Exactly, and it was like weird. I was like, what?
Oh, England banned.
What?
Never mind. That wasn't what I thought.
But anyway, that's
that is like, yeah. How are you ever gonna?
Oh, and there was one country, and I forget what it was. Which country it was, but it was something like.
Okay.
I forget which country it was, but this is like one of those catch-22 rules. Prostitution was legal, but
where?
I forget. In one country, prostitution is legal, but it's illegal to pay somebody to have sex with you. And I'm like, wait, so I could be a prostitute? So prostitutes aren't arrested.
They wouldn't.
But the Johns are.
Well, I think that's the way there's ways around that. Let me tell you. There's ways around that stuff, Steve.
It was just weird. I was like, wait a second. So prostitution is legal, but engaging in prostitution is illegal, but only for the men. Or only for the people who are paying the prostitutes.
So they're maybe that the whole idea behind that is that there's people who are desperate for money, so we're not going to prosecute them, but we're going to prosecute the people that are paying for it. I don't know.
It just seems
stupid. Legalize it.
Legalize theft.
Legalize theft. That song. We're going to get to that eventually, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Steve's wearing his new t-shirt.
Yeah, new t-shirt. Just got this.
It. I'm wearing my newest t-shirt. I got this. So anyway, the world won't listen, kind of like our podcast.
Yeah, this shirt is very apropos today.
Well, so okay. Well, let's get into one of the most hate-filled, horrible Nazi diatribes to ever be recorded. I mean,
and I don't know why, but
okay. So this song's called "Bengali and Platforms."
So we'll play it. Go ahead a little bit.
Well, here, let's just turn it down a little bit, and then we can turn it up. So we don't get banned in another Bahaman island.
We'll be banned in Venezuela now.
Banned in Venezuela. Okay. Wait. Oh, that's. I wonder what that. This is like, is that some kind of old movie clip? But wait, go back to the thing. Wait, no, we need to go back when he says life is hard enough. Oh, wait. Dang it. Okay, so he says... Oh. Life is hard enough when you belong here. All right. So, what he's saying right there... This song, okay, Bengali.
Bengali. From what I understand...
I always thought it was Svengali in platforms. Svengali. I'm just joking.
No, so and I'm just going to pause it now.
Yeah.
So I've always heard that this was just his way of... and I don't know if this is true or not, but it was just basically his way of saying somebody from either Africa or South Asia.
Well, Bengali is
like
India.
Yeah.
So
that area.
So it's basically somebody from
Bengal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So somebody. I mean, the title that it's somebody from India in this particular case.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, I don't know. This is not one of my favorite songs. It's not a bad song. It's just not one of my favorite songs, and so I've never really paid attention to the lyrics or even really cared. I mean, the one thing I read is the one thing I did read about this was that when it came out, people were thinking he was talking about and this was the weirdest thing. I didn't know how they got that, especially with the name Bengali on platforms. But they said he's talking about black people who are pimps and have a whole bunch of hookers.
What? Oh, because he's got platform. Because remember the typical. Now that's stereotyping. They're
I know, but it was I'm saying
they're
possible?
Stereotyping. Like Bengali. Well, first off, where he's even saying they're from.
Yeah. I didn't understand.
Anyway, that's what I'm saying. I think they're really reaching. I mean, there is so the parts that I guess they would Bengali, oh shelve your Western plans and understand that life is hard enough when you belong here, and then that's it. So that's the racist thing is shelve your Western plans, So you. But I think, I don't know, this song is just basically like there's this guy that's in love with him, with this guy from this guy from India. But to me, all he's doing is saying, hey, life sucks here. Like we'll go later on, if you look at the song Ordinary Boys,
yep,
where it's just like these jerks. If you're anything different, even if you're like you're born here and whatever, they're going to give you so much crap because you're not like them.
Yeah.
And so he's not the one that's racist. He's just saying everybody here is racist. And that's what they're not, they're like, well, this is a racist song. It's like, no, he's saying that it's hard enough to just be here as a regular person. And that people that come here, there are racists out there that are going to make it really hard for you, especially being maybe a gay guy too.
Yeah.
That's the thing with these platform shoes, and stuff. I mean, he's got this silver-studded... I always thought it was the silver-studded ring, but it says the silver-studded rim that glistens and an ankle star that blinds me.
Yeah.
Like, so he's wearing this little jewelry.
Yeah, see, and again... that I've never really paid attention to the lyrics, and I never really paid attention to the critics of this song or anybody who was saying, oh, this is racist or this is this. And I've always felt that this song was more or less filler, actually, on the album. Like they said, we needed X number of songs, and we're missing one song.
Yeah, it's not okay. We'll just great song.
We'll just throw this one on there. I mean, that's really what I've considered this song.
Yeah.
It's like it's great. I mean, there's some good, guitar stuff there. There's some good rhythm, but that's about it.
It's a good song. It's good enough. I mean, I think because I was recently, and actually I put it linked onto our YouTube videos you might like. There's a whole thing of demos and outtakes, and Morrissey and Stephen Street, like in those 3 months that they recorded this, made so much music. Yeah. Like there's songs that I've never even heard, and actually some of them are pretty good. And then there's some that are more kind of a Johnny Marr kind of style guitar and stuff. It's really interesting.
Well, see, I would have just traded out "Sister, I'm a Poet" for this song.
Well, but not the version that's on the single.
Not the version that's on the single. The one that was at the Wolverhampton.
Yeah,
that's the one I like.
So, yeah, this one isn't the greatest song. It's not bad though. Like I said, I've listened to this so many times that the whole album isn't album. It's cohesive. Yeah. And even like you're saying, it's not my favorite song. That's like Late Night Malden Street, which we're going to talk about.
I like that one.
Well, I know. But I'm just saying, but that's not my favorite. But it's because it's so long. Yeah. It could have been cut shorter. But it's not. I'm not saying it's not a good song. But
that's fine. I mean, it's just.
Yeah. Anyway, so the thing that they were doing, or the press was trying to do, is just throw, or people, you're racist because you said this, and he's like, in my defense of this song is, he's not the racist one. He's saying people here are racist. Yeah, and it sucks anyway, and so I mean, he's just, I don't know. I'm not. I mean, whatever. Who knows what he meant? Maybe he is a rabid racist, and he's hiding. That's the thing. But
and that's what I was saying before. I think Morrissey is just trolling people.
Well, I think that in '86, I'd recently read a thing in Melody Maker where he's talking about the state of music at that time. And this is really where the racist allegations began in '86, where he's talking about the state of black music and stuff, and all these Whitney Houston, Janet Jackson, kind of like this, and that they're not saying anything about that he can relate to, Yeah. And so
the other thing, he gave an interview in 94, I think it was 94, 93 or 94. He gave an interview and people, got on him again because they said, "Oh, well, that's racist." And he just made a small little stupid comment that he doesn't like rap music. There's only one rap song in the entire existence of music. And it's really sad when you consider all of the rap albums out there, because he was basically saying he doesn't like rap. He doesn't think it's good. He doesn't think it's music. And people got on him and said, "Oh, well, that's racist."
He doesn't like that rap that Blondie does in that song. Like the worst rap ever. No. A man from Mars. You remember what she tried to rap? Yeah. But I'm not crazy about rap music either, though.
I know it's fine.
But that's just me.
It's fine to have tastes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like
that somebody's bad.
That's what it. Yeah, that's the problem, is they try to, and I've never thought of this song that there was anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was saying you need to get out of here. He's not dog whistling. And that term, the dog whistling. They're like, "Who's dog whistling?" He's to the racist. It's like, well, first off, the only people that can hear a dog whistle are dogs, right? So I'm saying, so only racists know what he's saying. So anybody that's pointing it out is a racist.
Yeah.
This is stupid. Anyway, but there was, to me, it's just like, he was just making a statement, man. But
he was, and that's.
But we're dog whistling.
Well, I don't know that we're dog whistling.
No, I'm not.
The problem that I see with this is that everybody has too thin of skin, and it's like everybody looks for something to be offended at anymore, and it's sad because you can't write anything without 15,000 different people analyzing it and trying to pick it apart and saying, oh, well, that's an agenda. You have an agenda here.
Yeah.
You're trying to push this agenda. And which I read another, and I can't remember where it is. So if anybody knows this and sees this, Morrissey's new song, Spent the Day in Bed. Yeah.
What is that? Is that about welfare?
No. Somebody gave an interview and analyzed the song and said that Morrissey is trying to support big pharma, and he's trying to support the overdosing of the next generation with all these pills and everything.
What?
And I'm like, how the hell did they get that from that song?
What's the one where he talks about the heroin at the end? That would be more of a...
I don't know. I thought that was more heroin like. Oh, that's I Wish You Lonely.
Yeah.
I thought
that would
he was
be more of the big firm.
I was thinking the end of that where he was saying heroin wasn't about the drug but about a female.
Heroine?
Hero. Yeah.
I could be.
That's what I'm saying. So whenever you make anything out there, whenever you put anything out there, you got 15,000 people at least overanalyzing everything, and they're projecting, and they're like, well, this song offends me because of this.
Yeah.
Or this is bad because of this. And it just gets stupid. It's like...
Well, people were like, imagine somebody from Bengali listening to this song and being like, it's like, okay, I don't know if you guys... That's one of the things that a lot of people are like making up these scenarios. Well, imagine if this happened. Well, did that happen? No, but imagine how they might feel. And that's one of the white privilege things, is that you get the privilege of making up these stupid scenarios, Like, that could happen. Yeah. Like, well, it hasn't happened, so...
And you know what?
Until it does, you can deal with it then.
I could win the Powerball,
that's not even what he... Yeah. Imagine me winning the Powerball and getting a new car. But that's one of the things that people are making. They make up scenarios and like, well, somebody could be hurt by this. It's like, well, first off, you're not... If you really read the lyrics, like I said, that this person in the song is in love with this person, and there's one person saying, dude, it's going to be hard though. I mean, that's just life. Life's hard. And saying, there's a bunch of racists around here. This isn't, there's a bunch of people that don't like people, don't like any kind of change, and they're going to give you a hard time. That's all he's saying. So.
Yeah,
but if anybody disagrees...
And that's good, because I've never really looked at this in any other way than, oh, it's the next track on the album.
And it wasn't.
I'll just listen
that's the
to
thing
it.
Is that it wasn't even worth. It wasn't worth looking into, because the allegations, if you actually look into it, you're like, it's frivolous.
I actually viewed it as a song before Angel, Down We Go Together, and I actually like this Angel song. So sometimes I would actually skip that track.
Oh. Okay, well, so we've solved the racist allegations.
Well, I don't know if we've solved it, but...
We've solved racism for the world now.
We've definitely beaten that dead horse.
But that's the thing, is that they beat it into us, so we have to, they beat it so... They beat the allegations into this one so hard that, there's the song, it's just like, it's ridiculous. It's just a slice of life kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, listen to that. Okay, let's turn down a little bit.
And this is
okay.
just
Now let's. Oh wait. Turn down a little bit. Whenever his voice comes in. Here we go.
I know they take and that they take in turn.
This is like, I remember when we would. Oh, I love this part. Dang it, we're gonna get banned from CPR. I love this part.
And when they've bought you and they've sold you and they've filled you for the pleasure and they've made
Okay,
your
let's turn it
parents
down.
cry.
Okay, St. Pierre, you won't be seeing this one. So
I actually like this song a lot. I
yeah.
like it a lot.
I know you're
And I
gonna.
love
I know what
the
you want to do.
strings. But
Yeah.
Mark
See-
doesn't like that. Oops.
No, I loved whenever I had heard it so much. With the strings and everything, that it was just so good. And then whenever I heard it live, it didn't have, for me, the same, because it wasn't the full string
Good.
orchestra. But
I do have this.
yeah, okay.
This is on the 91. This was on the 91 tour.
Yeah.
So we went and saw him. This is when he had when he started getting Elaine White, Boswell.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's pretty cool because they could have done it better. I think they could have done better with the guitars and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean,
You know,
they
I mean,
just joined him at
I know.
that point.
See, that was the thing, is that at this time we had lived with Viva Hate and the Smiths and
Drag.
everything, but Morrissey had never toured or anything.
No.
So all of a sudden we didn't know what to expect, and all of a sudden you hear this and you kind of like, oh wait, this is, you can tell what it is. And so it was cool to hear it like a different way.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like I think the original version is just so like it's
Yeah, I do.
like Eleanor Rigby.
I mean, this is a bootleg, so it's not the best quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it was cool. Actually, that was huge though. Whenever he
Yeah.
came,
I know,
because
it was
I
very
mean,
big.
You had Viva Hate, you had all the singles coming out, and then he released that one album. Well, there's Bone of Drag.
Bone and Drag, and then Piccadilly Polari on its own,
Yeah, and then
and My Love Life on its own.
yeah, and then he did
See, or not.
here. Okay, wait, what are you
Kill-
doing?
Kill
Now,
Uncle.
why are you keeping this going?
Look at this. That's all our fans.
Thank you. 14 people sound like a lot. But and then he released Kill Uncle, yeah.
Kill Uncle.
And which was not that good, but then that's when all of a sudden, us Morrissey and Smiths fans were able to actually see him on TV.
Yeah.
Remember Johnny Carson?
Yeah.
He was there with
Yeah. Go ahead. Go
Bill
ahead.
Cosby.
Was it Bill Cosby?
Yeah, it was. He's all, because they kept on cheering so loud for Morrissey. So Bill Cosby said his name like 34 times. He would always say it, and he'd get applause.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I just remember seeing that clip because he sang he did Sing Your Life.
And There's a Place in Hell.
But the thing is when Johnny Carson was trying to introduce him, he pulled out the album and the crowd went nuts.
Yeah.
And so Johnny Carson kept trying to say, and this young man Morrissey tried to give him a good intro and everything. He couldn't get out the words because the crowd just kept going nuts, and he's like, "Okay, just go over there." And so the camera just panned over to Morrissey, and then they started on "Sing Your Life," and the crowd just went nuts.
You know what? I think
we're still going
now
nuts,
that I think about it. Okay, I think that Morrissey was involved with the drugging of those women with Bill Cosby. there's, I mean, they were on the same show together. There's got to be a parallel.
Yeah.
No, not driving your girlfriend home.
You know why?
Because it's horrible.
No.
What? Why?
Because of the next song.
What's the next song?
First off, do you have
That
anything else
sounds so
for Angel?
Oh, we haven't even talked about it. No,
I
we
just
were
started
just
thinking
talking about
that.
okay, the strings and stuff. Just this.
Yeah.
There's no guitar in it, and it's the first one where they just do a straight up strings, and it's really neat. But like the Beatles did it with Eleanor Rigby.
Yeah.
If you listen to Eleanor Rigby, it sounds actually a lot like it. But this song is just so like passionate. The strings add that passion and desperateness to it.
Yeah.
Why do we have driving your girlfriend home though?
I'll tell you in a second.
So all right. So well, let's just read. I like whenever he says, and when they've bought you and they've sold you and they build you for the pleasure. Oh my gosh, I didn't know he said. I thought it was. And when they bought you and they've sold you and they filled you full of pleasure.
Yeah, no, they build you for the pleasure.
Oh my gosh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually hate that because that's. I mean, I like the lyrics. I just hate it because that's pretty much how professional life is. I mean,
is that what this is? That's what you think this is?
Yeah. To me, it's about your working life, and they've bought you and they've sold you. So basic because the thing is when you get down to it, people at where you work may care about you, but your work doesn't care about you. Because if you go down with some illness, they still have to go on. Yeah. And you don't matter. And if you were to die today, nobody else would really, your work when it's shut down. Like when Steve Jobs died, Apple didn't just implode on itself and didn't just, I mean, that's debatable right now with all the crappy products that they keep putting out. But they didn't implode on themselves. They didn't shut down. They didn't do anything else. They kept moving. They kept going forward. And so they, your workplace will buy you and will sell you and will basically throw you under the bus if it makes them feel better. And after all of that, then they basically bill you for it with everything else that they do, and it just drains your complete soul out of your body because it's just a way that unfortunately it's a necessary evil because those who have to work, it's because they're supporting their family. I mean, even me included. I work at a job. I'm blessed to be able to have a job where I can take some time, but it's also a job that I spend about 80 hours a week at. Yeah. I mean, I wake up early and I stay at work really late. I mean, stay doing my work really late. I'm blessed that I'm compensated I'm compensated well. Yeah. But at the same time, it's not
You're
like
working now a lot.
Yeah, it's not like I'm independently wealthy, and it's not like I am, able to go out and buy Ferraris left and right. I can barely keep up my Toyota.
He only has one Ferrari.
No. I mean, I can barely keep up on my Toyota payments. And it's like. But it's not like I'm, only making $7 a month, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm making some, but I look at my kids and like with Kaz, he's out right now, and I think of all the things that Kaz did and all of his life, and it's like I missed a big part of him growing up because I was always at work.
Well, that's the thing, yeah.
And that's what I think this song, at least that's what this song is to me, is that...
See, I always was like, this person's been... I mean, I would actually kind of like I always thought of it kind of like a prostitute or something where they're doing all this stuff. I don't know. I guess a literal thing where But you're the way you're talking about it is a prostitute in a sense.
Yeah,
you're
it
being
is.
prostituted out there, regardless of what you do. But I think that I always liked it because you can feel the desperateness in this person. You know, they're ready to kill themselves. You know, Angel, don't take your life tonight.
Yeah.
You know, and then, like I said, I know they take in turn and give you nothing real for yourself in return. And when they've used you and they've broken you and wasted all your money and cast your soul aside, and then he keeps going. And when they've bought you and they've sold you and they've billed you for the pleasure and they've made your parents cry, I will be here. Believe me, I will be here.
Yeah.
I just love that part where it's like, I'm here. I'm still, you know, waiting for you. I'm, you know, and that's one thing that I don't know where I was going. I was thinking about girls and how they always date the jerks. And then they finally get the nice guys at the end, you know, after they've been through this crap.
Why is that? I was the nicest kid in high school. I was the nicest kid, but no girl.
They say nice guys finish last.
And I did. And one of our friends, Mark, he was a jerk. He was a jerk to girls. And all the girls wanted him. And I hated him saying that all the time. He's like, all the girls want me. And I hated him for saying that. But it was true. All the girls did want him. And I didn't understand that. I was like, how do they want that jerk? He treats
Mark?
them horribly bad. Yeah.
I always thought he was the nicest guy.
No, he wasn't.
And I don't know what you're talking about.
No, he wasn't.
I'm Mark. I know Mark's watching these.
No,
but
the
I'm
funny-
saying, but
no,
girls,
to
but
give
girls
you-
are attracted to that. But I think that has probably something the way they were raised or whatever. And then eventually they realize, oh wait, I'd rather have a nice guy.
Yeah.
So Morrissey's the nice guy sitting there, you know, like, I'm here when they're finally through with you, or when you're finally through with them.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, he says, I love you more than life, repeatedly at the end.
Is that all? I wanted to pull up.
Wait, what was the
There
song
it is.
after you're driving your girlfriend home?
Hold on.
Oh, you've got it. Okay, Steve's got a plan. Steve,
Okay.
walk me through this.
So-
I'm going to open this soda, though.
All right. Go ahead.
It's going to be loud.
That's fine.
I'll try to go off the. Oh man, sometimes I get so tired, Steve. I need the 10 bold calories of Dr. Pepper 10 to wake me up.
Yeah, YouTube, take that. Not
Like-
monetize our videos.
Yeah. We're gonna not monetize by not actually having sponsors, but selling their product for no money. We're not monetizing ourselves. Does that make sense?
So we like this song, right? Angel, Down We Go Together.
10 bold calories. Yes, we do.
Oh, Angel, Don't Take Your Life.
Oh.
Right? So
This
then we
is-
have this.
Oh yeah. Ah, angel. Yeah. This. Okay, let's not play. Okay, let's keep it down. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is Sway.
This is Suede,
Off their first album.
and I really like them. But when this first album came out, we were listening to it. We got to this song, and I remember you and I were listening to it. We're like, "Huh, that's weird. Sounds like they lifted lyrics."
Wow, but they love the Smiths.
yeah. I mean,
Such a long. I love whenever the guitar kicks in.
yeah.
You know, 'cause he goes to.
So anyway, I mean,
Well,
not that it was bad, but it was just. It was just kind of funny for us. The first time we heard this, we're like, "Oh, they're just redoing Angel Down We Go Together."
Yeah, but they do it. It's a different song now.
Yeah, it is. It is
Obviously,
a different song.
but
I mean,
no,
it's
yeah.
just something we heard. But
Yeah. But okay, so there we go with that. Now keep walking me. I want to see where you're going with this. But I love whenever the thing. Yeah.
here it
And then it
comes.
kind of starts rocking, right?
So it comes into here.
He's like, I love that though. It's cool. It's like this
Yeah.
kind of. Anyway,
So anything else about Angel?
what? Oh, the song by Sway?
Yeah. No. Morrissey.
No, I mean it's I like I said, it's just this again, Stephen Street. His idea of having the strings and just strings on this song, perfect, because it adds to that drama, and it gives the feeling of like this pushing, or not pushing,
Yeah.
but how urgent it is.
Yeah.
Like you feel that. Yeah.
Like a heartbeat. Like
Yeah.
Like, rapid heartbeat.
Yeah. So, but and he says they do not understand the urgency of life. You know, the urgency, and that's what the song really has. That kind of like, ooh, something could go bad real quick right here with the way the music.
So funny thing about that, and I know we.
I better laugh.
No, well, not funny, ha, but funny, kind of odd.
Funny thing happened to me when I was listening to this song.
So talking about work, and I'm not going to get too detailed into work, but one of the things that we were doing for work, we were working with the movie Mr. Popper's Penguins, right? And we were putting in 20-hour days to get this project out the door. We were putting in 20-hour days, and the job was just very hard, and it was like, isn't this done yet? Why isn't it done? Come on, it's got to be done. And then we keep going through, and I see this one part in Mr. Popper's Penguins where he's talking about how nothing else matters. It's all about the family. Why are the penguins? Why have we done this? We've wasted our entire life doing other things when all it was about was the penguin, and the egg wouldn't hatch. That's where Jim Carrey's character kind of broke down.
I've never seen the movie.
Okay, so he gets these penguins from his dad. He's like this big time real estate attorney or whatever he is, right? Always going. His marriage has kind of failed. His kids don't really like him.
This is Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
This sounds a lot like that one where he couldn't lie.
No.
No, but I'm saying the same kind of story where he's going and all of a sudden his kid wishes he wouldn't.
He is like this high profile type person who's trying to become a partner at this firm, and his dad was an explorer, and he sends him these penguins, and he's in like this really upper scale New York building, and he has these penguins, and he has to take care of these penguins now. And so it leads on a whole bunch of hijinks and everything else. And it gets cold in New York, so he opens up his windows and his kids start loving him because they have the penguins. And he starts getting to know his kids a little bit more and starting to be a little bit, more open with them and not paying so much attention to work. And the penguins have eggs, and there's like 6 penguins, and they've all
make
paired
an
up.
omelet. That's the end of it. All right, kids, who wants eggs?
So his kids are all ecstatic about the penguins, and they always want to come over to his house now, and so he's all excited about that. And the problem is that the penguins pair up, and 2 of them have, they all have eggs, and two of the couples, their egg hatches, but the third one doesn't. And he kind of breaks down about this, and he's like, it's all about the family, why can't this hatch? How come everything else is going right? And why are we spending so much time on all this other stuff that doesn't matter a damn thing? And it's just about that.
So that was where you were.
And so I'm working 20-hour days. I'm not seeing my kids at all.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing my wife at all. My team isn't seeing their family at all. And we kind of get to this part, and we're like, oh. We just kind of all at the same time, we were like, let's just quit.
I'm out of here.
This isn't worth it anymore. And it was,
And Mr. Popper's Penguins was never released.
No, what?
No. Oh, wait, you didn't walk away? You finished it? Come on, Steve, you didn't learn your lesson.
So anyway.
You finished, you didn't quit.
No, I didn't quit, but the project went forward, and we got the project well, but it was just a hard time for me. It was really bad.
Wait, so Is this Angel? What are
No, this is Angel. It's
okay.
you know, where he's talking about the
the bought you, sold you.
Yeah. And so when they cast your shell aside, that's what it honestly felt like after the project. They're like, hey, thanks for this.
Thanks,
Okay.
but here's the next thing.
Yeah,
You know?
here it is. It's like
Yeah.
no time to rest,
Yeah.
no time to recuperate. But it, you know, that part of the show is just like, oh. So it was just kind of hard.
Mr. Popper's Penguins, man.
So now the next one. This one is 7 minutes 41 seconds. This whole song.
Yeah, so and it's very repetitious. I mean, at least he doesn't say the same thing, but the music is very repetitious.
The
it does
music
this the
keeps
whole time, except for there's a piano comes in. Oh, turn up. Okay, wait, he's getting ready to sing.
Last night on Morrissey Street. Goodbye house, goodbye stairs.
All right.
So basically, this is an epic.
Yeah, it's
And
yeah.
he's not necessarily making a song here. He's making a story. He's telling a story.
Yeah. So I wonder, okay, right in the beginning he goes, I was born here and I was raised here and I took some stick here. What does stick mean? I was thinking like you got hit with a stick.
That's what I always took it as. I don't know if
I don't
that's...
know.
I don't know. Maybe somebody else knows and they can comment on it.
Okay.
Maybe one of the first comments in
So-
the last few months.
Yeah. Please, comment.
We're begging you, please.
But anyway, so yeah, he starts off, he's leaving this house.
Yeah.
So he starts off at the end, but now and then he goes and then he starts his story. Love at first sight might sound trite, but it's true, you know.
Yep.
I can at least list the details of everything you wore. Wait.
Yeah.
I can at least list the details of everything you wore or said or how you stood today. Anyway, so this epic story is going to be about this love at first sight, this person that he was in love with. So it starts with the end, but then it goes into the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, so tell me what you think about the song. What are your thoughts?
This is one song I'd always listen to. I mean, I know it's over 7 minutes long, but I would always listen to it because to me it was just very much, just very out there.
Here's the piano. Anyway.
And so it was just so emotional and so, you know, straightforward. It was like wearing your emotions on your sleeve. And it's like this whole event happened, that everything was going through, and you had good experiences, you had bad experiences, but you know, you could never go home again.
Like in the video, Suedehead, you can't go home again. Remember, it's written on the. Yeah, this is so he basically takes this whole experience and puts it in a song and just carries this story of this person, love at first sight, you know, and goes through their epic story.
So the other thing,
when I sleep with that picture of you.
The other thing that
anyway,
I started changing, you know, not necessarily changing my thoughts on this song later on, but
it's racist, isn't it?
No,
I always thought that.
no. This is actually. So after I saw The Imitation Game.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, when I saw The Imitation Game, I honestly was thinking about Late Night Magdalen Street when they would do flashbacks to touring in school. That's what I honestly thought of when I was watching that.
When they did, what part was with the
when they did flashbacks when he was at school, when he was at boarding school.
I don't remember that. I remember.
So anyway, he's back in boarding school, and he's not really liked by anybody except for one other boy. and he kind of has feelings for this boy, and they get really, really close. And the boy leaves for holiday break, but he comes back.
Here, positive.
He comes. So Turing doesn't leave, but he's waiting for his friend to come back, and he never shows up. And he gets really upset, and he finds out that his friend actually had a really bad disease and died while on holiday break. And that's what I was thinking of, was this song.
Oh,
when I was watching it, was, wow, this song is really a lot like what was going on in that part of the... And I don't know much about Turing, but I know that he was a brilliant guy and a genius, but I don't know much about his, history and his childhood. But if what they projected on the screen or in that movie, that that seems to me a lot like what Late Night Maudlin Street was about.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like this little love story that develops, with the and all these different little things, he's got this picture of, I'm just trying to picture of you framed beside my bed, that obsession. You have that little obsession, and I know I had that. But then the story goes on. This person, dabbles in drugs, strange pills. Gets 16 stitches on his head. Getting drove home by some guy in a van who says, "Women only like me for my mind."
Well, when I was a kid, this actually reminded me a lot of my growing up, like when I was a kid.
Look, it says... Oh.
No, go ahead.
No, I just read it. I didn't... Don't leave your torch behind. I always thought that meant you're holding a torch for somebody, but it's a flashlight in this sense. Don't leave your torch behind. Power cuts ahead. Yep. But look, there's not the lyrics. Don't leave your torch behind. Power cuts ahead. 1972. But that's what he did. That's not in there. Yeah. Well, okay. But so as we crept through the park, I cannot steal a pair of jeans off a clothesline for you. And then, but you without clothes. Well, I could not keep a straight face. Me without clothes. As the nation turns its back and gags.
Well, and the thing is, I grew up in a small town in Nebraska, and my mother died in that house, and it was just a really... There were a lot of memories in that house, and so when we moved away, that was pretty much Late Night Maudlin Street for me was leaving that
something
house.
That you knew your whole life.
Yeah.
Up until you were, what?
16.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, and and especially with something like your parent, that...
Yeah, and then we moved to Arizona, and I, fell into the wrong crowd with Mark, and, we started going to concerts, and you, Mark, not the other Mark, you, Mark.
Fell into the wrong crowd. Yeah... No. There wasn't even any drugs involved, man. What the heck?
We were the boring wrong crowd.
I don't remember stitches. I don't even remember drugs. I don't remember you without clothes.
Didn't? No,
actually, was that with... There's a time... Yeah, it wasn't with you. It must have been with the other... I ran across a golf... Of course.
Yeah, that was at my apartment.
Yeah, the pink apartment. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so there was no clothes. We were in the hot tub.
Yeah.
At the. Do you still live in the pink?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were in the hot tub and the golf course is right there.
Yeah,
there's these apartments and there's a golf course, the Chandler Golf Course, and so.
Yep. And then dared Mark to go streaking. He's like, okay. And he just took off.
There's nobody out there. So,
yeah,
okay,
so it wasn't like the middle of the day. It was at night. But then, but
that's what I'm saying. Like here, I am moving house. A half-life disappears today.
Yeah.
And then every slag waves me on, secretly wishing me gone. you know. But I'm saying, but like you're saying, your whole life is wrapped up in that house, and all of a sudden you're boink, out of there.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, like look, your grand died, your mother died on Maudlin Street.
Yep.
In pain and shame, with never time to say those special things. You know, especially as a kid, not be able to say those things that you wish you would have. Anyway, but the thing is, on the new version, the remastered. Do you have a copy of that?
No.
He butchers this song.
Oh, I don't want to listen to a butchered version of it.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have to, because I'm gonna turn this on.
Oh, you think so, huh?
Yeah, because I have the CD, and I was like, oh, I'll just download it, you know, and it's so like I was like,
okay,
there's some stuff missing here, and I heard it, and I was like, what the heck? So I had to get my CD out and listen to.
So he cut the 7-minute song down to 2 minutes. It's like, whoa, wait a second.
He doesn't. It's weird. You're gonna be like, what? Okay, here we go. Okay. Whoops. Dang it!
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, and then he jumps right into it.
Cousin.
Then he jumps right into another totally different song. See, I told you. No. Okay, so. Play the regular version.
Okay, fine. I got to get back to it.
I know.
Oops.
Okay. All right. Now you play it.
He's adding guitars and everything in it.
No, he skips the whole little. Okay, now let me play
the first 10 seconds.
Okay. It goes right into it.
Yeah, see, that's only 6 minutes 52.
Yeah. So I'm saying he cuts off the beginning for whatever reason, for some reason. Okay, now let's. No, just go to the. Anyway, so I don't know if you heard it, but okay, and at the very end he cuts it off too.
Okay. Because
there's this part where, remember, he's like, you know, your grand died, your mother died on Maudlin Street in pain and shame. You know, I took the keys from Maudlin Street. Truly I do love you, wherever you are. And then he goes off and kind of sings. Now he fades out right after wherever you are on this record. See, listen to this. Yeah. Okay, let me show you where. Okay. He just fades it out, man.
That sounds bad.
Yeah.
I'd rather have this.
Oh. Yeah. This whole part where, you know,
this matters to the story.
Well, yeah.
This whole ending part matters to the entire story.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so pause real quick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The end matter, and he just fades it off. But you don't get that part where he's like, wherever you are, I hope you're singing now, you know, and all this stuff, and it just kind of fades out. But you can hear the lyrics that he goes on. Anyway, it's just so Stephen Street actually helped remaster this. No. Well, no. And he was like, what the heck? They were asking him about that, and he's like, I don't know why Morrissey cut it off at the beginning, at the end. I don't know. You know, he remastered it, but then Morrissey made the decision for whatever reason to cut that part out. Why do you keep going to driving your girlfriend home?
Okay. This is an epic, right? Late Night Maudlin Street is an epic.
Yeah, but driving your girlfriend home is not epic.
No, it's not.
There's nothing epic about it.
But no, I'm not saying epic like, wow, that was awesome. But
no, an
I think,
or whatever is like this
yeah,
story.
So I think driving your girlfriend home in Kill Uncle is the second part to Late Night Maudlin Street.
Well, no wonder he cut it off.
So See, because it has the same kind of flow that Late Night Modeling Street has. Not the same music, but the same kind of flow.
I just don't. I know, but the song sucks. Like the lyrics are so stupid.
I understand that.
I like the little the drums and stuff in it. But it's just the lyrics are so like these lyrics are a lot deeper and stuff. This one's like a homeless chihuahua that she didn't want. Like what?
And I'm not saying that this one is good and it needs to be paired with Late Night. What I'm saying is, to me, when he got to Kill Uncle, he was like, "What did I really like about Kill Uncle, or what did I really like about Viva Hate?"
And he liked that.
And let's go ahead and try to redo that. And he tried to do it with Driving Your Girlfriend Home and completely missed the mark. But I honestly feel that this was like the second chapter to Late Night Modeling Street. An attempted second chapter to it.
Okay.
And it shouldn't have been.
No, it shouldn't have even made the album, but
no,
the album shouldn't have even been an album.
Yes. You had Senior Life. Our Frank,
No. Oh my gosh. Roll gets that, but I remember when I went up to Stinkweeds, got that single, because I was like, okay, well maybe this will be good. And it was so bad, because it had Journalists Who Lie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Journalists Who Lie.
But
taking the money.
Didn't that also have a cover of a Jam song? Or was that Senior Life?
Well, That's Entertainment?
Yeah. I can't remember which one, but one of those singles had that one.
We need to know.
But yeah, Our Frank wasn't good. Senior Life is good. I actually like Harsh Truth of the Camera Eye.
It's okay.
And I'm the End of the Family Line. I like those songs out of this album.
Yeah, I like the what. Yeah, I mean, because I hated There's a Place in Hell from. Wasn't that on this album?
No. At least it's not on
what song?
On the
what
one
was
I
that
bought.
from?
This is that was just on its own. That was a
Well, he sang that.
to,
he sang that on Johnny Carson, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, that was a B-side on My Love Life, and then that got really popular. So he started doing.
Mute Witness.
Yeah.
What the heck? Anyway, now we're getting into. But the thing is that's why we're talking about Viva Hate, because it's a lot more. It's cohesive. It's good. It's his really only, for me. Well, okay, maybe Your Arsenal, but like his one very cohesive, good album.
Yeah, and this was also the end of the the kid. So people who aren't, who don't remember this, but we used to, back in my day. We had cassettes.
When I was a kid.
When we were kids, we had cassettes, and I didn't hear anybody complaining about that. But on cassette...
Because we didn't come from 8-tracks, man. Nobody's going to complain about cassettes coming from 8-tracks.
So you had cassettes, and this was at the end of Side A.
Yeah.
And the thing is because this was at the end of Side A, even though there's like 13 songs... and the other side had more songs, there was still so much end part of side B that it just droned on forever. So you just listened to like static for the rest of the. Yeah, because you'd have to fast forward it to get to the end so you could flip it over and play side A.
Yeah, well, whenever Auto Reverse came out, that was awesome.
Yeah, I remember that. It was like
just play. So basically. Yeah, the cassette goes one way, and then all it does is play it the other way.
Yeah.
Because that's all flipping it.
Well, because 8-track... Anyway, so 8-track... 8-track, the magnetic tape has 8 tracks on it.
Let's start off with the record.
No. The 8-track had 8 tracks on the tape.
Straight there. Yeah, so you could just push, go boink, move tracks.
Yeah, and that would go. But with cassette, there were only 2 tracks, one on the left side of the tape and one on the right side of the tape. And so the thing is you'd have to flip it over, and it was just annoying because then you'd have to rewind, fast forward, And then eventually the tape would get so stretched out that it would just start sounding bad.
Well, yeah, because 8-track, it was all going the same way.
Yep.
But then you'd have 8 tracks, 8 songs lined up on the thick tape, because I had the thick tape.
Yep.
But then there'd be songs later too, right?
Yep. Yeah, because the thing is, the 8 tracks had a huge roll, but it was just a continuous
I remember,
roll. That's why you had this huge cartridge that
we used to just have a radio in our car, and then my mom bought an 8-track player. Like, this is whatever cassettes, we got an 8-track installed, because it was so expensive to get. And so we went to the thrift store and bought a bunch of 8-tracks. Like, we had, like, the Beatles and stuff. And this is in like 8th grade.
I remember the car my dad had. We only had AM radio.
Yeah.
There was no FM. It was only AM.
The crazy thing is that AM radio or FM radio came out like early into radio, but it was a whole government thing that they didn't, and it was a higher definition, sound, but because of lobbyists and stuff, they didn't put out FM radio till like this at late 70s, 80s.
Yep.
When it was a whole, because AM radio is the worst. Like, remember KUKQ?
Yeah.
Or 1060? KUKQ?
That was awesome.
No, it was a great station. It was a great station. And the Q Fest and stuff.
Yeah.
Right out here.
In Chandler.
Yeah.
Wherever it was.
Actually, yeah. Right here, they had so many good bands come out. But I'm saying it was an AM radio station. So the quality was not there.
And depending on where you drove around in the valley, it was either a really great signal or a really crappy signal. And I remember, and you look back, you're like, man, we just got Laserdisc. That's going to revolutionize the whole
big old shiny thing.
And you look at it now, and it's like, what the hell were we thinking?
Why is that CD so big? And now even CDs, though. Think about it.
I don't know. It's all digital now. You don't even have physical media at all.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing that really gets me, because this Viva Hate, there's also a song that they took off. They took off Ordinary Boys.
Yeah.
So it's not even on there, and they replaced it with Treat Me Like a Human Being.
Yeah, no, I'd rather have Ordinary Boys.
I know, but have you heard that song?
Yeah.
It's not even a good recording. It's a dumb song. Anyway, so I'm saying you can't even get this version. You can't purchase it on iTunes.
I know.
It's just like, so now anybody that goes out and purchases it can't hear the original album.
Hey, maybe we won't get dinged if we play it then.
Yeah, they're like, this isn't on any album. I've never heard of this song. It doesn't exist. And Ordinary Boys is actually a really good song. Yeah. I think it actually fits in with Bengalian platforms, because you see what dinglings these jerks are, and you know that why you wouldn't want to, you might not fit in, because these guys are such jerks.
Hey, remember how we got bullied in school? Me more so than you, but
guys like these.
But remember?
Oh, I remember. Yeah, no, I got.
We got it hard.
I remember. I would just remember. I was like. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting picked on and called all kinds of names.
Yeah.
Like. Anyway.
What they used to call us the.
Oh no, they used to. I mean, you know.
They
whatever.
used to call us everything.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
Man,
I mean. Anyway,
but you know, kids are cruel.
It's just the way that's just the way it was, and you know what? I could have just tried to fit in, you know, but I just wanted to do my own thing, so whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, for whatever reason, I didn't want to be like a jock or whatever. So, but me without clothes, running on the golf course.
I tell you what, when Mark did that,
there was a full moon out that night.
When Mark did that, it was not the nation turning their back and gagging. I think all of us were just cracking up laughing, and I think Jason hid your clothes too, and you're like, "Hey, get my clothes back!"
Oh man, somebody might come out, guys! Come on, man. Yeah. Well, okay, so those 3 songs. So next one.
So we've already done Suede Head and Hairdresser on Fire.
Yeah.
So we just have Break Up the Family, Ordinary Boys, I Don't Mind If You Forget Me, which is an awesome song. Dial a Cliche and Margaret on the Guillotine. And since they did the remastered, we'll also do the stupid song they replaced Ordinary Boys with.
No, we won't.
Yeah, we will.
No.
Yeah.
We can talk about that later because there's a bunch of gems or different things.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said.
we can do that.
Yeah, that one counts as, that one doesn't go on this album. Actually, the Hairdresser on Fire wasn't on the British one.
Yeah.
So, but this is the way we know it because the American one had Hairdresser on Fire.
Yep.
And
But we already covered
we've already covered it.
Suede
Yeah.
Head.
So, I think we'll have a whole episode of the lost ones.
Yeah.
Or songs that didn't get on there because there's a lot of neat stuff.
Yeah.
And it's not all like the best lyrics or anything, but some of the music's really neat and stuff. So.
Yes, I agree. I was just trying to be difficult earlier.
Okay.
Sorry, I apologize. I apologize to the 14 viewers that we have.
Let's drop down to 13.
Yeah,
we just lost a viewer. So, we'll talk about that next time. The rest of Viva Hate, we will finish it. And
yep.
And then we have the single after that, and then all the little B-sides that are fun. So let's go out with
Angel.
Oh,
right?
Angel. Yeah.
Oh, not the
No,
sweet
I know.
version.
But actually, that album's really good.
I'm going to start it up a little bit inside.
Let's not get dinged. Let's not get banned in Saint Pierre. Yeah, I wanted to go there. We probably can't even get it. We can't fly in there. They're like, wait, the Handsome Hooligans. They played 30 minutes of a song.
Yeah, I don't.
Get off of here, Handsome Hooligans.
I don't understand why they are doing that. I mean, it's not like we're out there saying, "Hey, guess what? This is our song. This is what we did."
Wait, I did claim that.
You did?
Yeah.
No wonder why we're getting dinged. So, but anyway, let's go out with that, and
yeah, let's fade it out, and we'll see. We'll talk to you guys next time. Yeah.
So we will be here.
Believe us.
Next time, believe us.
So, all right. Thank you for joining us, and
we will see you. We will see you next time.
Some people have got
all right. Let's fade it out.
They do not understand
See you later.
the urgency of life.